philosophies that apply in New York City don't all jive with philosophies with what people want in Dayton, New York. This is Dayton, New York. Contrasting lifestyles. Yet our politicians tend to want to jam policies. I could not, like in New York, they've passed a law, I think 2035, all vehicles being sold need to be electric. You couldn't do a ride like this in New York on an electric motorcycle with current technology. You couldn't do it. I like it. That's a sport car rig.
Marauders, this ride is going to start in southern tier ski town, Ellicottville, New York, about an hour south of Buffalo. Here's Buffalo. Roughly you take 219 south, and I'm starting this video from Ellicottville, New York. And I always wanted to ride through Amish country. Driven it with my wife and my truck, and I convinced the group I was riding with that let's go into Amish country, and we went west on 242, and we go through a town, Little Valley, New York. Little Valley as my computer catches up. We keep going on 242. We're going to head to Randolph, very southern tier. And in Randolph, we're going to go from 242, we're going to get on 394 and take 394 to 62. And we're going to take 62, follow it up into a bunch of small towns. Now we're heading north again. And really, in my opinion, the heart of Amish country in this area is Conewango. And what a name, right? The heart of Amish country. And beautiful farms. We'll see some carriages. And then we're going to head up on 62. And in Collins, we're going to get on 39, and that's going to take us into Springville. Really, and probably the heart of our snowbelt area. Great hunting in this area. So hope you enjoy the video.
So we have a group. We started off with 2, 4, 5, 6 bikes. I'll throw some pictures of the bike parks at the restaurant. We're leaving the brewery in Ellicottville. And we just had a fantastic ride down 240 to 242 into Ellicottville. Now we're headed to Randolph on 242, and I think we're going to take Route 39 up through Conewango, New York, which is the Amish country, and it is just beautiful. So I decided to take the Ducati this morning, and she is fantastic, over 2,200 miles on her. And my friend Mark, on his, I'll call him Goldwing Mark, on his Honda Goldwing, I didn't know that he was going to want to go for a longer ride, but he's having such a good time, he's in on it. So we're going to take a run to Randolph, New York. I want to say it's probably about a half hour away, and then head up 39, and I'll show you parts of it. My wife and I drove this in a car through Conewango, and it is beautiful. Now the roads are a little rougher, and Bob, I'll call him Road Glide, actually I think it might be on a Street Glide Bob, he's leading. He's like Officer Bob. He's from this area, and he knows it, so he's going to lead, and I'm looking forward to this ride. I wanted to ride this area. I'm glad I took the Ducati because these roads can be rough. This is just beautiful. I filled up the Ducati tank. It's an 8-gallon tank. I put over 4.5 gallons into it. Did I put 6, 4? Yeah, I put almost 5 gallons into it this morning. She was low on fuel. I'll catch up. She's a monster. She's a monster, the old Duke. So adaptive cruise control is on. I'm in 5th gear. I'll click up to 6 when I get off this hill. And we're just having a nice ride through the southern tier of Western New York. Hopefully give you some shots of Conewango, New York. I want you to see this. Look, I hope you get a glimpse of this valley. Oh my, I should have been mapping this route. Look up at the tree line. I can't point, I can only point, my neck will only go so far. Oh my gosh. I drove this in a car maybe 15, 18 years ago. Huge valley, wooded valley to our right. Look at this. Look at this. I can't look because I'm going to go off the road. I would like to say I could. This valley, for our area, it's huge. Oh my God, I'm loving this ride. Loving this ride. I have to come down here sometime with a Husqvarna to see how it does this. So Mike, Marine Mike, who I mentioned in a video, talked me into not giving up on the KTM EXCF 500 dual sport. And he wants me to come down and ride these roads on our dual sports. He has fire roads he wants me to do. I want to come down here with a Husqvarna and run these roads. I got to talk to him about that. Look at this valley. So, oh my God. So I'm on 242. Those of you interested in doing this ride, oh my God, is this pretty. I love this area. Is this pretty? Oh my God. So this is 242 west, heading west from Ellicottville, New York. What a ride, what a ride. Oh my gosh. And I can't talk to Bob. The Harley would do these hills. It would not pull as hard as this bike. This bike obviously doesn't have as much low end. Oh my God, look at this view it goes on. Do you see those hills in the distance? Oh my gosh, look at this valley. I love it. This is awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Marine Mike likes to hang back. He feels more comfortable doing that. That's fine. We have Street Glide Bob leading, Honda Mark behind him, and Officer Bob, and then me, and then Marine Mike. Beautiful. Listen to this Ducati downshift. No clutch, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Oh my gosh. In the fall, I got to run this with the Husqvarna Norden and the Marine Mike. We got to do this on the take the Nordens out for a Norden ride. Okay, catch up with you a little later. So I got the adaptive cruise control on. Look at this valley, people. Camera's rolling. Is this a great ride? Is this a great ride? This road is in excellent shape. So there's the adventure bikes like Mike's Norden behind me. Our bikes just suck this up, and maybe even the Hondas do. The Harley's a rough ride on those potholed roads, but this is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. I haven't been here in a long time, certainly not on a motorcycle. And beautiful ride. Beautiful ride. Still on 242. Headed to we got some. Oh man, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I love this. I consider this Amish country here. Look at that. I'm just loving it. I'm on adaptive cruise control. I don't know if I should have that on these turns. I'm going to click it off. Let's click that off. Oh, got a little nice gradual bends. I wanted to turn the camera on for you. for these turns. Love this. My finger on my brake, just taking in the slack a little bit. I know these aren't real aggressive turns. I'm off cruise control, and just beautiful. Oh, look at the valley. I was going to shut the camera off. There's a big hill off in the distance. I got to leave it on. Too close to Bob. Oh, look at this coming up. This Ducati, boys. If you guys are debating, any of you, any interest in a Ducati, new, used, or otherwise, especially this Ducati Multistrada V4 Rally, she is just like a sport touring bike. You know, especially with these panniers. I'm sure the wind is going to hurt me on this bike going in excess of 75 miles an hour. Like these trees are blocking the view of this hill in the background, but man, what a machine. I love all motorcycles, but this thing, glad I took it this morning. And it's a good test for my back. I don't have a backrest on it. See how my back holds up. And I'm glad I didn't work out. I wanted to save my elbow this morning at 4 o'clock, so I iced it at 4:30 in the morning, and I'll throw it on the ice bag when I get back home. I like these horizontal lights on the Goldwing and the and Bob Street Glide. I like seeing the horizontal lights up in the distance. They're pretty. Got to add some lights to my Harley. Man, I'm glad I didn't take the Harley today. Glad I didn't take the Harley today. Look at this building over there. Look at that building. Looks like an old railroad station or mill by a railroad station. And by the way, do I want to hammer this bike, downshift and hammer it by these guys? Yes, I do. But that's not how we ride. General rule is we don't pass when we're riding in a group. And if I do, if my cardo unit was working and Bob was leading, I'd say, Bob, I'm going to do a pass. He'd give me the green light and I'd do a pass. But my cardo unit's not working. I don't know what town I'm in. Randolph. We're coming up on Randolph, New York. And I'm on a board of a non-for-profit down here that's also in Buffalo and Lockport, and that's the last time I've been down here is for a board meeting to go through the housing unit and the school. Country, huh? Love it. I almost was debating taking the Duke, but obviously that would have been more of a harder on my elbow to ride it on this ride, and harder on my elbow to ride it on this ride, and definitely not as comfortable, you know that. So I didn't take the KTM 990 Duke. She's sitting this one out home. And this Ducati is just singing. Just singing. I'm on this board. That's their horses. Well, I think their horses are, yep, those are the horses they have. Look at this over here. Look at this valley. Oh my gosh. Look at that valley. Bob, I would have missed it. Bob pointed pointed to it. Oh, I love this country. Love this country. 70. Oh, she's lugging in 6th gear. Look at this valley. Huge. Look at this valley. This is where we gotta look at our furniture. This is where my wife and I were. We were on this road looking at furniture for our patio, Amish furniture. I love it. Yep, we were down here. Got my knees behind my rear passenger pegs. Give them a little different location. I have to admit, I'm naive. I never have grasped the Amish. I want to say Dutch. They're Dutch German or something. I've never grasped the religion, the reasons. Look at that building. I don't understand it. They are very nice people, but I just don't understand it through. They're very nice people, and I don't understand it. They use power tools, but only certain types of power tools. They sell furniture, but have friends deliver the furniture up north. They don't have phones, but they have a friend with a phone. Why not just get a phone? I don't know. I'm not judging them. I respect that they're very religious, and this is their way of life, and they're honoring it. I wish I knew more about it. I probably should do a little more research on it. Boy, this is a ride. So we're starting to head north, I believe, or very soon we'll be heading north. I hope he stops in a little bit, if we can stop and just talk for a minute before we break up. I'd love to talk about this ride. I'm just loving it. There's another wagon up here. My wife, when I'm with my wife, she used to ride horses, compete, and equestrian. She's always, don't scare the horses. There's a horse up here we're going to pass. So I'm going to do it in higher gear, so I don't scare the horse. Give him a lot of room. Oh, nice valley off to right. All right, got to watch those horse droppings. So I have some more bike reviews I'm going to post. I want to alert you, I will never totally bash a motorcycle or motorcycle company or dealer. Look at those wagons. I love to ride. I love to ride on any motorcycle. I love them all. Mark said that today. He said, Peter, I like all motorcycles. I really too. And I know my friend, Godfather Mud Mike, on his BMW, we like them all. We like them all. Look at this rig this guy has. I like it. That's a sport car rig. I like it. That's a sport car rig. Nice. And I'm not joking. I think that's cool. I respect it. Oh, I'm driving on horse poop. Oh, they're using a saw. Look at this. I'm higher than a kite. Loving it. Loving it. Love the barns. Red barns. Does it get better than that? Red barns. What a beautiful country we live in. Maybe someday I'll ride the Rockies. Maybe venture over to the Alps. Just beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Is that beautiful? This is what you got to watch for. Just beautiful. Get this off over here. Chopper. Looks like a chopper to me. Yeah, she's a chopper. Not sure where we are. We're coming up on 62 and 353. Well, we're on US 62. I wonder if he's going to turn us on 353. Beautiful. Hope you're enjoying the ride, guys. Let's see what town we're in. Dayton Volunteer Fire Company. So we're in Dayton, New York. Railroad runs center through town. I love that. Love that. Wow, it did run through the center. It looks like they shut it off. My fuel gauge hasn't moved, and that's what I found on this Ducati is the tank is so big. When it does move, I'm going to be down like 2.5 gallons. The problem we have with our politicians, especially our federal politicians, is that they, and I think also in cities, politicians in cities, they don't appreciate that we have different lifestyles. I could not, like in New York, they've passed a law, I think 2035, all vehicles being sold need to be electric. Okay? Now, hopefully the technology will be improved, but you couldn't do a ride like this in New York on an electric motorcycle with current technology. You couldn't do a fifth of this ride that we're doing on a motorcycle with the current technology. I know Ellicottville is an hour outside Buffalo. I know people during the winter that have $140,000 Teslas. They can't drive an hour away from Buffalo and back on one charge, which that's hard for us. They usually don't. They get a Tesla, they think it's a good idea, and then they're getting rid of it within a year later. I applaud Tesla. Not trying to put them down, but appreciate traveling salespeople, contractors. The battery technology just isn't there. I think a lot of people think hydrogen is the answer. I think Toyota's working on it, and I'm all for hybrid. Look at this road. Now we are headed north, so I should be headed home somewhat. Look at this nice little twist. So, and in laws, philosophies that apply in New York City don't all jive with philosophies with what people want in Dayton, New York. This is Dayton, New York. Contrasting lifestyles. Yet our politicians tend to want to jam policies down everyone's throat throughout the country. And if look at people like from Dayton, like they have four heads, I don't think that's right. Our politicians just aren't sensitive enough, and I'm not going to get into Democrat, Republican. They're just not sensitive enough. They just don't care that we have somewhat different lifestyles throughout our country. God, look at this beautiful road. This was, I'm loving this ride. Just a relaxing ride. That truck's moving. Standing up, I don't know if you can see the tire. It's nice to stand up on these adventure bikes just to stretch your legs on a long ride. It's a nice break. I don't know what town I'm coming up in, but when I'm definitely headed home, we're headed east. We've been heading north. Headed west first out of Ellicottville, then north, and now we're headed east, which is good. Headed home. Beautiful ride, Bob. Both Bobs did a good job leading this ride. Hope Mark's enjoying it. I really miss my Cardo. You don't look at this. Look at this. Look at this, brothers. Oh my God, is this beautiful. Oh my God, where am I? Zor Valley Road. Zor Valley Road. He's pulling over up here, or wants to get in the... Wow, this is beautiful. Oh, is he going to put us on Genesee Street? Where is he going to... Oh, are we in Springville? We're in Springville. Oh, this is just too much. I'm gonna shut this down. Okay, Bob hit it. This is the road. Leave it to Bob. Officer Bob, this is Genesee Road off of Old 219. And I look at this view. This is the road I love. We run this to Chaffee, New York, and you're running. This road is straight. Wow, I got to make a turn up. Nope, we're gonna do this road all the way to Route 16. It's straight, straight, straight. And we run the ridge tops, and it's just a beautiful road. God, I'm so happy. So happy. Love this road. Oh, my battery's showing it's gonna die, so we're gonna lose this road. You saw a little bit of it.